Okay. Shalom, which is to say peace. Okay. Peace to the hopeful elect. Okay. Peace and blessings. All right. To the hopeful elect. All right. It's another day. Okay. Pushing out this word. Okay. And I wanted to go into. I had a topic lined up, man. Okay. Because throughout the week I was thinking about how this truth pretty much isn't for everybody, man. It's not for the whole world. It's not for it's not for definitely not all the nations. Okay, the other nations were never given this. Okay, but I'm talking about Israel, man. I'm talking about the chosen people. It's not even for all of them. Okay, because when you get into the Bible, you start understanding that the Lord he's very selective, man, very selective. He selects very specific people, very specific plots of land, very specific language, okay? All right? And the Lord just chooses, man. He chooses people, okay? He chooses what he wants, okay? And it's the same with people, okay? So the elect, pretty much, we're us hopeful members of the elect, we're pretty much we're likened unto gold, okay, when you read the scriptures. And that's how you know that this truth is not for everybody, man. Because let me ask you something: is gold something that you commonly come across? Is that something that you just see everywhere? Huh? Okay. Is gold and silver, are they common? Okay. See, once you get deep into this, you start seeing it's like, the Lord does not want everybody. Okay. The Lord does not want everybody. Okay. And you pretty much start seeing how terrible the Lord is, right? But really, you start to see how selective he is, okay? And how he selects individuals, for certain purposes, right? But he chooses who his chosen are, okay? He chooses who are gonna serve him on the right hand side, and who's gonna serve him on the left hand side. This is all for the Lord's entertainment. This is just how he likes it, okay? When you get deep into this, you start seeing that the Lord predestines the destinies of men. Okay, everybody's destiny is already chosen. It's already destined. Okay, you don't choose your own destiny. Okay, because if that were the case, that means that prophecies would be left up to chance, and it would it wouldn't make any sense. No, the reason prophecies come to pass is because everybody's destiny is already destined. Okay, and it tells you in the book of Job that in a deep sleep, the Lord puts his instructions inside of people. So we're all just puppets for the Most High, man. That's all we are. We're just vessels. Okay? Certain people have instructions to live by the flesh, and others have instructions to live by the Spirit. Okay? Those that are live by the Spirit, they're pretty much the sons of the Most High. They're pretty much the ones that are obedient to the Most High in the right-hand side. Okay? Anyways, this is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. Okay? Because I want to get into this, man. This is good stuff to understand. Okay? You have to understand that the Lord he's not dealing with everybody, man. Okay? The Lord did not open up the minds of these people to understand these things. Okay? It's not their destiny, okay? No. It never was. It never was. This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, saith the Lord of hosts. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn mine hand upon the little ones. Verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Verse 9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. So let me ask you something. Is silver and gold, is that a common metal? Okay? Is that something you find commonly? No. So the Lord compares us to gold and silver. We're extremely rare. If you understand these things, if you actually get into this, you are a very rare person. Okay? People like you are not common. Okay? These people, all of these people, they're common. They're common metals. They're base metals. They're like copper. Okay? But the elect, we're like silver and we're like gold. Okay? These people, they're like lithium and copper and steel and aluminum. They're base metals, man. They don't have any worth to them, man. Okay? They're useful for certain cases, yeah, for certain things, but they're not gold, they're not precious, they're not silver, okay? They're not the elect are not common. We're not common people, okay? Now this is not something to lift up your ego out of control, okay? But it's important to understand, man. Okay, you're not supposed to get all egotistical either. Don't be an egotistical little bitch, all right? But you know, the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, right? Right. So let me read that again. Zechariah 13:9. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. So, who's doing that, man? Who is actually doing that? Only the elect are, man. Okay? So we're likened unto silver, we're likened unto gold, in the sense that we're extremely rare and extremely precious in the sight of the Father. Okay? And it's funny because gold actually has very unique properties to it. You can't, copper doesn't have the same level of conductivity that gold does. So gold and silver, well, silver, they use it in the manufacturing industry. So they use it to solder batteries together and whatnot, and computer boards, and because it's very conductive, much more conductive than copper. So even gold and silver, they have very unique properties that other elements don't, okay? And that's what makes the value of them so high. But mostly it's the history behind those metals. That's why people just always flock to them in the monetary side of things, okay? Because they have a lot of history behind it, and people have used it throughout history to trade for things. It's real money at the end of the day. Gold and silver is real money. Fiat currency and dollar bills and USD, all that shit is trash, okay? Cash is trash. Cash is trash, okay? Real money is gold and silver. But anyways, that's it on that, okay? So that proves that the elect are extremely rare, and this word is not for everybody, okay? The elect are rare by default, okay? By default. We're not easily accessible. We're not easily found just by anybody, okay? But anyways, that's it on that. Let me get another preset. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 73, and the Apocrypha. Okay. Second Esdras 16 and 73, right? Let me start at 71. 16 and 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. So this is going into martial law, okay? This is going into when pretty much things really start heating up out here, right? Uh, by then they'll be forcing people into concentration camps. They'll be forcing people to take microchips. Okay, if you don't comply with the RFID chip, they're gonna either shoot you, behead you, or put you in some containment camp of some sort. Okay, so for they shall waste and take away their goods. Right, the goods of the American people. Okay, foreign troops are pretty much gonna invade this place, man. All right, especially you so-called whites. I mean, you have these nice houses in Beverly Hills and shit, these different beach houses and whatnot. They're gonna spoil your goods. All right, these foreign troops. You're gonna have Chinese soldiers, Russian soldiers, all sorts of different militaries from around the world. Okay. But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. You see? So again, this is another scripture comparing the elect to gold. I'm telling you, man. Okay, because gold is extremely rare. It's not something you just find in some back alley somewhere. Okay, it's extremely rare, man. Okay, and the elect, us that understand these things, we're very rare. Okay, we're extremely rare compared to these people, man. All right, we're not ordinary people. Okay, I mean, it's a burden. Don't get me wrong. It's the scriptures call it the burden of the word of the Lord came upon me. This tells you that in certain scriptures of the prophets, man. Okay, so sometimes it feels like a burden, knowing all these things, and it's just like that movie, man. Avengers, man. I forget which one. It's not Infinity War, or I think it's Endgame. I'm not sure. I think it's Endgame, man, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, but Endgame or Infinity War, right? Thanos said something that really, caught my attention, man. He said, he told Tony Stark when he was fighting him, he told him, "You're not the only one that's cursed with knowledge." Okay? Yeah, he told him that, man. Okay? So, sometimes all this knowledge, it can be a burden, man. Sometimes it feels like, damn, man. It gets lonely because we're the only ones that understand these things. We're the only ones who know what the hell's going on. Okay? And these people, they're just background people, man. They don't matter. They just live by the flesh. They do their own thing. Okay? They're, you know what I'm saying? They're not circumspect to what's happening around the world, right? Anyways, I'm gonna read that one more time. Then shall they be known who are my chosen. So in that day, the Lord's gonna reveal who are his chosen. Okay, it's gonna be very evident. And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. You see? So we're likened unto gold, man, and gold is extremely rare. Okay, if you can understand these things, it's because you're not like other people. All right, verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So the days of trouble are at hand, man. Okay, but if we're of the elect, the Lord's gonna take care of us, man. He's gonna take care of us from all these different dangers and perils, man. Okay. Let me see here. 75. Be not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. Okay. So that's it on that. All right. That's it on that. We're likened unto gold, man. Okay. That's how you know. Just that alone. Just close the book. Just with that alone. Just that alone shows you that this word is not for everybody. Okay. Right. So this is it's funny too, because gold isn't even the strongest metal out there, man. Actually, on the contrary, gold is very malleable, man. It's very it's soft. Gold and silver in its purest form is very soft, man. It's you know, you could bite right into it. That's why bullion dealers, when you know, you go and you get your little silver or whatever, they have what they call what they measure it in. They call it a 3/9 fine, right? So you deal with 3/9 fine, and then they have 4/9 fine. So pretty much what it is how much copper content it actually contains in it, right? So they purposely mix it with copper just because copper is a little bit stronger, okay? But it has like 0.02%. It's a very small amount of copper that's in there. It's 99.9% silver and gold. That's what 3/9 fine means, okay? So the majority of it is silver, but it has just a touch of copper just to make it stronger, okay? Just to make it stronger, because gold and silver on its own, in its purest form, is very soft. It's very soft. So gold and silver is not even the strongest in the world of metals, man. Okay, you have titanium. Titanium is very strong, okay? They use titanium to make jets and airplanes and all sorts of aerospace parts, right? So gold and silver is not even the strongest, okay? But hell, it's not even the rarest, man. Really, it's not even the rarest either, because you have other metals like platinum and even more expensive metals such as rhodium, man. You got rhodium, okay? So, you know, but throughout the scriptures, the Lord esteems gold and silver very highly. Out of all the metals out there, gold and silver have that reputation that the Lord, you know, sees as money. Okay, all throughout the scriptures you read about gold and silver, man. You read about how Abraham was rich in gold, silver, and cattle, man. Okay, so that's what the Most High, those are the metals that he recognizes as money, okay? And we're pretty much, we're likened unto gold and silver, okay? But anyways, this is Isaiah 13 and 12, okay? Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12. You know what? I'm going to start at 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. So, man, the Lord's going to squash these people, man, all right? You big badass people, you know, you big shots, you billionaires, you trillionaires, all right, man, the Lord's gonna fucking squash you, man. He's gonna put you right in your place, okay? He's gonna remind you that you ain't shit, man, because you're arrogant. That arrogance, you know, that's man, the Lord hates that, man, okay? And right now the world, the state of the world is very arrogant, man. These people, they blaspheme very great things, all right? And indeed the Lord is listening, man, okay? So he's about to punish the world for their iniquity, man. Verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, okay? So the Lord's going to make us even more precious than fine gold, all right? We're likened unto gold, but really, the elect are even more precious than gold, okay? You know, we're compared to gold and silver, but if we're of the elect, man, we're going to be even more precious than that element, okay? All right? Isaiah 13 and 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir, okay? Man. So, man, the Lord's going to make us very, very valuable, okay? Very valuable. Okay, right? Because and that's the thing. That's the reason people in the real world, right? Going back to gold and understanding how it functions as money, right? Because there's people that don't understand that. They don't get that. They don't understand that gold is real money, okay? And the thing about gold is the reason it's real money is because it pretty much has sound money principles. It's the principles that it has. So what I mean by that is, for one, it's very scarce, okay? When something is that scarce, it increases its value, okay? And then two, because of its unique properties, and then three, because of the history behind it, okay? The history has too much history, man, okay? All right? And that's why it's always real money, always, man. Like, you see what's happening right now with Russia and China and different Middle Eastern countries, right? They're getting off of the US dollar. They're getting off of this fiat system because they see how much the government is pretty much printing this shit out, okay? And the US dollar does not have sound money principles, okay? You have all these people, they work for dollars and shit, right? They work for money, for cash, right? And and they put all their life savings in these different fiat currencies, right? But the thing is, the US dollar doesn't have sound money principles. The government keeps printing it over and over, pretty much decreasing the worth that it has, okay? Decreasing the scarcity, okay? You can't just keep printing money, okay, and expect the nations to keep listening to your fiat currency, man, okay? It doesn't work like that. That's not real money, okay? That it's likable unto monopoly money, man, okay? It's not real money. Fiat currencies is not real money, especially not according to the scriptures, okay? Gold and silver, that's real money. It always has been, always will be, okay? And you read about that in the scriptures, all right? But these people, they don't get that. It goes way over their head, man, way over their head. Something so simple. That's a simple concept to understand. Those are things of this world. That's not even deep. You want to talk about deep? There's some deep breakdowns in the scriptures, man. Gold and silver as real money, that's not even deep. That's something that every adult should understand. Okay? If you're claiming to be an adult, you should understand what real money is. Okay? Because that's not deep. That's very simple. That's 101 stuff, man. All right? But anyways, man, this is Isaiah 13 and 11. I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Okay? Verse 13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. Okay? So the Lord is very angry right now. He's angry with the multitudes of you people, man. Okay? And indeed the Lord will punish you people for your evil. Alright? Adultery, this homosexual stuff that you people keep doing. Okay? All the wickedness that's happened to the Israelites. Okay? The so-called blacks and Hispanics. Alright? All the evil that this world is responsible for, man. Okay, all the fraudulent behaviors, okay, just taking away the metals, the gold and silver from people during the 70s. All right, the U.S. actually did that. They actually took away gold from the people, man. And there's been statistics out there that show that drug abuse and pretty much alcoholism, right? So people, they developed addictions, all right, and to all sorts of things, all right, and became very materialistic once the U.S. came off the gold standard, man. And see, that's not a coincidence, man, because here it is, the Lord gives, right? He gave us gold and silver to be able to trade and barter and use, And then the government during the 70s, they took it, man. They actually took it. They made it a felony to own gold. Okay, you were considered a felon. Okay, bro, that's wicked, man. You can't do that. You can't take away. See, this is why this is written, man. Man, let me get the scripture, man. Okay. But see, that's why you so-called whites, you're gonna pay for this stuff, man. Okay? Because this is your doing. This is your doing. This is not the so-called blacks doing. This is not the so-called Hispanics. Okay? The so-called blacks and the so-called Hispanics in this world, they're nobodies. Okay? This is all you're doing, so-called white man. This is all you. All right? And this is why the Bible condemns your people, man. All right? This is yeah, this is Isaiah 32:6. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry. Okay, and you can't tell me taking away people's gold and giving them fiat currency. That's you're making the soul of the poor hungry, man. Okay. You made it a felony to own gold. That's wickedness, man. Okay, because the thing is, when you go into that segment of American history, right, they were claiming that they were making more money for the war effort, right? So, I mean, man, but regardless, that's wickedness. You're not supposed to take away and then punish people. Man, they made it a felony to own gold during that time, okay? Here it is, the Lord gave gold and silver for us to be able to use and transact as real money. And you gave us these worthless fiat notes, man. What we know today as USD, which is fucking garbage. It has no intrinsic value, okay? So you so-called whites, man, you're responsible for this scripture right here, okay? This Bible condemns you, man, okay? For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the soul of the hungry. And indeed, you've made hungry, okay? You've made the soul of the hungry empty, okay? And he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail, okay? Verse 7, the instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words, okay? And that was a fucking lie, man. That was a lie, okay? So, this Bible condemns you so-called whites, man, on all levels, man, on all levels, okay? All right? You've caused the soul of the hungry to be empty, and indeed you speak villainy, okay? Indeed you speak villainy. You are the villain of this movie, okay? You so-called whites are the villain of this movie, all right? And there's no doubt in my mind about that, man. Because when I saw that, when I started reading up on that history, man, I was like, what? Because I didn't know that, man. I had no idea, okay? The Lord had to bring me up on a level to open up my mind to understand those things, man, okay? The Lord had to bring me up on a level, you know? Because at one point, I didn't know that gold and silver, I didn't really understand the importance of it, man. You know? Hey, at one point, I was a dummy, man. I didn't know, I didn't fully understand what real money even was, okay? And now whose fault is that, man? Whose fault, okay? The so-called white man's fault, man, okay? It's you. You're the ones who took away our precious metals, man, okay? And you forced people into this fiat currency, man, okay? This is why all people understand is dollars, you know? But it's not real money. That's not real money because it's not backed up by anything. See, back in the day, it used to be backed up by gold and silver. You could actually go to a bank and be like, oh, look, I want to trade this for that. Give me 2 ounces of gold for this $100 bill, right? It used to be like that, okay? But not anymore, okay? Because they pretty much got off the gold standard, allowing them to create a system or a nation of debt, okay? And they just turned the money printers on, and they didn't stop. Okay, they haven't stopped. See, the only thing that backs up the US dollar right now, the only reason you can go to another country and actually buy things with the USD is because the United States military is still in power. Okay? Only because the US military still has power. That's the only reason you can go to another country and buy whatever the fuck it is you want. You can go to 7-Eleven and buy your little Slurpee, okay? Because the US military is still in power, you see? And that's the only thing that really backs up the dollar at this point, is the strength of the US military. That's it. That's it, okay? If the US military were to fall, the US dollar would mean nothing, okay? It would be nothing. Nobody on earth would want to trade their valuables or their goods for the USD. Nobody. Okay? That's the only thing that keeps the dollar relevant, is the strength of the US military. See, you people, you don't know how money works, man. You don't know how the fuck money works. Okay? You don't know what real money is. You got these fucking losers, all right, always talking about wanting to be rich and shit. You guys don't even know what real money is. You don't even know what it is you want. Okay, you can't discern your you know, your left butt cheek from your right. You don't know shit, okay? You people don't know anything, right? You know what I'm saying? And the only reason I have this knowledge is because, hey, the Spirit of the Lord had to elevate me, man. You know what I'm saying? It was the Spirit of the Lord that enabled me to understand these things. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. So that's it on that, okay? That's it on that. So yeah, you so-called whites, you're the real villains, okay? You're the villains, you're the big bad guy to this whole movie, okay? And the Israelites, the elect, we're pretty much like the heroes. We're the protagonist, and you're the antagonist, okay? That's it on that, okay? So I had more scriptures here. This is this is Isaiah 4:1. Okay, let me get it right here. This is Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. Okay, Isaiah 4:1. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man. Okay, right. So 7 women are going to take hold onto one man. What that means is, okay, not just any man, all right, not just any man, okay. It's going to be the elect, all right, of the nation of Israel that these women are going to flock to. Okay, these women, they're going to flock to us because we're the ones who are going to have that knowledge of what the hell's happening. Okay, we're going to understand what actually is going on. These dudes out here, they're gonna pretty much fold and crack like paper. Okay, these dudes out here, all these other men out here that don't have this knowledge, you're not gonna be liking them to gold. Okay, and these women, they're not gonna flock to you in that day. Okay, because you're not gonna have any answers of what the hell's going on. Okay, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Right, because when shit hits the fan, these women, they're gonna want answers, man. And that's how women naturally are, man. Okay, they're your followers, man. You females, you know, you might think in this world, you know, this world that gives you liberty, right? You think that you're on some sort of level, man. Man, the Lord's gonna shut that shit all down real quick, man, real fast. All right. Only the elect men are gonna be in their right minds, okay, to be able to move in that day, man. Okay. All right. And yeah, these women, they're gonna flock to us naturally. Okay, they're naturally going to flock to us because the elect are gonna have the answers. Okay, there's gonna be way too many strange things happening in this world that ordinary people can't answer or give answer to. Okay, remember, I just read in 2nd Esdras that in that day, it shall be known who are my chosen. Okay. So in that day, it's going to be known who the elect, who the Lord's dealing with, man. Okay? You know? It's going to be known in that day who the Lord is dealing with. So, all right. So that's why women in that day, they're gonna flock to us. Okay. Right now, you females in this society, you have a lot of ego to you, a lot of ego. Okay. But in that day, see, you're gonna be humbled down, man. Okay. Because there's not going to be any more liberty like there is right now. See, a woman right now, she can go anywhere she wants, man. Okay, us men, we got to work. We got to work the trades. We got to work these hard jobs, right? Man, these females out here, they could jump on Instagram or OnlyFans, right? And all these platforms that these bitches can jump on, man. You know, I'll call them females, all right? You know, just so, you know, YouTube doesn't take down this video, man. These females, okay? So these females have a lot of options, man. But real soon the Lord's gonna take all that away. Okay? The Lord's gonna totally leave these females without options, okay? It's gonna become a manly world again, okay? You know? And I can't wait, man. I can't wait till manliness starts really, you know, starts taking over the world again, man. Okay, because you know I'm sick of this feminine, you know, this feminine lifestyle, man. This shit's weak, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying? This wickedness. It's vile. Okay, it's not right. Okay, a woman shouldn't be having so much liberty like that, man. It tells you that in the Apocrypha, man. You know what? Let me get that real quick. You know. Let me get that real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus 25 and 25. Give the water no passage, right? Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad, okay? So you're not supposed to be giving these women liberty, man, okay? Exactly what the Bible says not to do is exactly what this society allows to happen, okay?